Maintaining a ketogenic diet while navigating social environments creates a specific logistical conflict. A common assumption suggests that zero-carb spirits, like vodka, gin, or whiskey, can be consumed without impacting your metabolic progress. This comparison reveals a metabolic disconnect. While the whiskey on the left contains no sugar, the weight loss trend line on the right frequently hits a plateau. Despite the lack of carbohydrates, these drinks often trigger weight loss stalls and severe physical recovery periods. Glycogen depletion alters how the body manages acute toxins. To understand this, we must quantify the biological cost of ethanol on a fat-adapted system and establish a protocol to manage the metabolic impact. Incorporating alcohol into a ketogenic lifestyle requires a clear understanding of these metabolic trade-offs. The liver processes incoming substances based on a strict hierarchy of toxicity. Ethanol is an immediate threat the liver must clear before other macronutrients. This forced prioritization halts lipid metabolism. Ketosis is suspended, diverting resources entirely to ethanol clearance. This diversion lasts 3 to 8 hours per drink, keeping fat burning at a standstill. While the drink itself doesn't provide enough glucose to refill glycogen stores, it creates a significant window where weight loss progress is entirely frozen. This window carries the highest risk of noncompliance. As the liver focuses on alcohol, dipping blood sugar triggers a physiological drive for high carbohydrate foods. One standard drink represents a loss of up to a third of your daily fat-burning capacity. The physical experience of intoxication also changes on keto due to the lack of glycogen and its associated water retention. On a standard diet, stored glycogen acts as a sponge, holding roughly 3 to 4 grams of water for every gram of carbohydrate. This retained water volume dilutes the alcohol, significantly slowing its entry into the small intestine. This chart tracks the absorption rate. Without that glycogen buffer and associated water volume, alcohol reaches the bloodstream much faster and in a more concentrated form. Because alcohol distributes into a lower volume of total body water, blood alcohol concentration rises nearly twice as fast compared to a carb-heavy state. This effect extends to the following morning. Since keto is naturally diuretic, the added diuretic effect of alcohol causes rapid, severe dehydration. This massive fluid loss flushes out essential minerals like sodium and potassium, resulting in a severe electrolyte deficiency that amplifies keto flu symptoms. Ultimately, the trade-off for this faster onset of intoxication is a significantly higher metabolic and physical recovery cost. To drink without causing a multi-day stall, you must replace spontaneity with a carefully structured protocol. This menu matrix categorizes choices by their metabolic impact. Mathematically, the only viable options are clear spirits or very dry wines, sitting in the low-carbohydrate, low-disruption quadrant. The protocol begins with a fat and protein meal 1 hour before drinking, providing a mechanical buffer to slow ethanol absorption without carbohydrates. During the event, a 1-to-1 ratio of water to alcohol is strictly required to combat the immediate diuretic effect. Post-drinking recovery requires a strict specific protocol, a heavy load of sodium combined with dietary potassium and a magnesium supplement to stabilize the nervous system and prevent severe dehydration before sleep. Mitigating this damage requires shifting from a purely social mindset to a managed logistical process. This brings us to the final calculation of risk versus reward. You must decide if the social event warrants a temporary pause in fat burning. Your current stage in the ketogenic journey determines the appropriate recommendation. For those in the first 4 weeks of the diet, the beginner phase, the body is still adapting to utilizing fat as its primary fuel source. At this stage, the metabolic cost is highest. Introducing alcohol can reset the adaptation process, making the recommendation for beginners 0 intake. Moving on, optimizers are those prioritized on rapid, consistent weight loss. For this group, every drink represents a preventable delay. Alcohol should be reserved only for rare, pre-planned milestones. Finally, we have the maintainers. This group is focused entirely on long-term lifestyle stability. At this stage, a limit of 2 drinks per week is manageable, provided the electrolyte protocol is executed precisely. While keto and alcohol can coexist, the metabolic cost is unavoidable. You must determine if the occasion is worth the